Hello everyone, my name is Jasmine McCoy and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for clicking in to drop by, but if you're a returner, it is always nice to have you back. This video, I'm talking about something very special that members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated who are subscribed to the Ivy Box received this month. And if you are a member of AKA, you have probably, most likely, definitely been getting all of the emails the Ivy Storehouse has been sending out saying, make sure you get the November box. Make sure you get the November box. The November box has something special. Are you subscribed? You should subscribe because the November box is coming out. So we have the November box finally, and I am going to show you all what's inside. Yes, it is already open, and I already know what's inside because my mom opened it and ruined it for me, but it's okay, we're still gonna have a good time. And this is what we see when we open it up. So this sheet of paper, it says, Michelle Obama in partnership with Ivy Storehouse present to you the light we carry, overcoming in uncertain times. So very recently, like 2 or 3 days ago, the Ivy Storehouse on all of their social medias did a post pretty much announcing this box and what's inside of it. So that's another way I knew what was inside of it. But we have some very nice things. And inside, we have all the little cards. So the first thing, what Ivy Box always gives you, lets you know what's inside. We have rare Alpha Kappa Alpha edition of The Light We Carry, Overcoming Uncertain Times by Michelle Obama. Ooh, it's rare. Custom tartan throw with leather carrier, pink contrast piped sleep shirt, a custom digital reader's guide, as well as an invitation to a live virtual event with the former First Lady. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna definitely make sure I register for that. The next thing that we have is a beautiful invitation. And it says, Michelle Obama in partnership with Penguin Random House, I assume that is the printing distribution company, cordially invites you to a once-in-a-lifetime, multi-generational virtual experience dedicated to celebrating the former First Lady's book, The Light We Carry, Overcoming in Uncertain Times. Join us for a phenomenal afternoon of magic as we honor the significance, exuberance, and excellence of Black women across the globe. Sunday, the 11th of December, 2022. Additional details are forthcoming via email. So I'm gonna have to put that on my calendar to make sure I don't miss it. But I will obviously be reading my emails, as you should be doing too. And now let's actually get into all of the little items inside of here. So the tartan throw, let's get it out of this plastic. Here's the little carrier, the handles, and to get it out of its leather carrier. Okay, here we go. Getting it out of its buckles. I also could just slide it, but it is functional. The buckles are. So right now I have it folded in half, but this is what it looks like. Very cute, and at the ends it does have these little fringe tassel things. I like it. Up next we have the sleep shirt, so let's get that out. I guess I could sleep in this tonight to give it a try. Here we go. Okay. I definitely can appreciate the long sleeves because it is getting a little bit colder. We've got snow over here in Ohio, so tears, we are moving into those cold winter months. But this is nice. I like how it's got the AKA up here. So I'll give this a whirl tonight and see how it goes. And it is pretty long too. That's the other thing about this. It'll come down to about my knee, I'm guessing, when I put it on. And it's got pockets. Okay, it went up like 2,000% more because of the pockets. I love when anything, skirt, dress, anything like that has pockets. So extra points for this. And finally, we have the star piece of the box itself, the book. On the back, it says, I've learned it's okay to recognize that self-worth comes wrapped in vulnerability. And that's what we share as humans on this earth, is the impulse to strive for better, always and no matter what. We become bolder in brightness. If you know your light, you know yourself. You know your own story in an honest way. In my experience, this type of self-knowledge builds confidence, which in turn breeds calmness and an ability to maintain perspective, which leads, finally, to being able to connect meaningfully with others. And this to me is the bedrock of all things. One light feeds another. One strong family lends strength to more. One engaged community can ignite those around it. This is the power of the light we carry. This sounds pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. So, this is the second book that I'll be reading from Michelle Obama, the first being Becoming. But I love this little picture that she's got on the front. That's a very nice picture of herself. Also, it's not possible to take a bad picture of First Lady Michelle Obama, but this one I feel is very relaxed and inviting, and that's exactly what you want. And because to me, the vibes that I'm getting is this is kind of like a self-help, personal improvement type book, so I'm very excited for that. Now what we're going to do is read what's on the inside cover. In an inspiring follow-up to her critically acclaimed #1 best-selling memoir, Becoming, as I already mentioned, former First Lady Michelle Obama shares practical wisdom and powerful strategies for staying hopeful and balanced in today's highly uncertain world. Don't we know it? Don't we know it? Okay. And then we have an excerpt on the inside cover. But I think what I'd rather do is just read the first page for y'all. And on the back cover, it says, the back inside cover, it says Michelle Obama served as First Lady for the United States from 2009 to 2017. A graduate of Princeton University and Harvard Law School. Woo, go Harvard! Mrs. Obama shared her career as an attorney at the Chicago law firm Sidney and Austin, where she met her future husband, Barack Obama. She later worked in the Chicago Mayor's Office at the University of Chicago and at the University of Chicago Medical Center. Mrs. Obama also founded the Chicago chapter of Public Allies, an organization that prepares young people for careers in public service. She is the author of the #1 global bestseller, Becoming, and the #1 national bestseller, American Grown. I don't think I knew about that one, American Grown. The Obamas currently live in Washington, D.C. and have 2 daughters, Malia and Sasha. Okay. Even in that little paragraph about, like, First Lady Michelle Obama, that's a lot. That's a lot of things to do with a single lifetime. So, okay, now I'm at the thing that makes it rare and special. Okay, are you ready? Because I'm like, what exactly makes it special? Okay, on the inside, the first thing. Dear ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, I want to offer a sincere thank you to those of you who supported me when I published my memoir, Becoming, 4 years ago. It does not feel like that was 4 years ago. But that also would have been when I was, like, going into my 2nd year of college. Wow. Telling my story and hearing it reflected back in the stories that women like you shared in return was an incredible reminder of the power of community and the joy there is in finding connection with others. I know that is something you all know well as Alpha Kappa Alpha sisters. You live out those values daily. Alpha Kappa Alpha's inspirational legacy of serving, empowering, and uplifting your sisters and your communities for nearly 115 years is a testament to that. As trailblazers, change agents, and activists, the more than 325,000 AKA women around the world are living proof of the power of community. You all know a thing or two about what it means to live boldly, press forward, and support others even in the face of adversity. In my new book, I wrote a chapter that I believe all of you can relate to. It's about my kitchen table, or rather, a support system of friends, mentors, colleagues, and family members who have helped me stay balanced throughout uncertain times. These are people whom I can always turn to when life starts feeling a little wobbly. Maybe in the same way you are able to turn to your AKA sisters. I hope that while reading this book, you'll find tools that will help you nurture and carry your light forward into the world. As women who are at the forefront of their communities, working in service of others, and in service of the greater good, it's also important to know how to rest and restore your own power in ways big and small. I truly believe that when you practice keeping the flame inside yourself burning bright and strong, and find a way to protect it without hiding its light, you will be steadier on your feet and better equipped to meet life's inevitable challenges. I found that, for me, practice makes all the difference, even in the hardest times and in the most stressful situations. No matter which of my tools may resonate with you from the light we carry, the most important thing I want you to take away is this: I am glad to have your support, each and every one of you. Warmly, Michelle Obama. And then it's got her signature. So let's keep flipping. Okay, by Michelle Obama, American Grown, Becoming the Light We Carry. The Light We Carry. It's got a epitaph. I can't remember what this little thing is called, but it's the thing before the book. My literary teacher is probably like, no, Jasmine, you know this. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been quizzed on my vocabulary. So, to all those who use their light to make sure that others feel seen. This book is dedicated to my mom and dad, Marion and Fraser, who instilled in me the values I've long used to navigate the world. Their common sense wisdom made our home a space where I felt seen and heard, where I could practice making my own decisions, where I could become the kind of person I wanted to be. They were consistently there for me, and their unconditional love taught me that I had a choice very early on in my life. I am so grateful to them for igniting my life. That is beautiful. And then another little thing. If someone in your family tree was trouble, 100 or not. The bad do not win, not finally, no matter how loud they are. We simply would not be here if that were so. You are made fundamentally from the good. With this knowledge, you never march alone. You are the breaking news of the century. You are the good who has come forward. Through it all, even if so many days feel otherwise. And that is an excerpt from Alberto Rios from A House Called Tomorrow. Okay. Table of contents. Oh. Okay. Here we have a picture. And it says, here's my dad helping me cool off during a hot Southside summer. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. So, finally, we get to the first page. Introduction. At some point when I was a child, my father started using a cane to keep himself balanced when he walked. I don't remember exactly when it showed up in our home on the south side of Chicago. I was maybe 4 or 5 years old at the time, but suddenly it was there. Slim and sturdy and made of a smooth, dark wood. The cane was an early concession to multiple sclerosis, the disease that had given my father a severe left-legged limp. Slowly and silently, and probably long before he received a formal diagnosis, MS was undermining his body, eating away at his central nervous system and weakening his legs as he went about his everyday business, working at the city's filtration plant, running a household with my mom, trying to raise good kids. The cane helped my dad get himself up the stairs to our apartment or down a city block. In the evenings, he would set it against the arm of his recliner and seemingly forget about it as he watched sports on TV or listened to jazz on the stereo, or pulling me into his lap to ask about my day at school. I was fascinated by the cane's curved handle, the black rubber tip at its end, the hollow clatter it made when it fell to the floor. Sometimes I tried to use it, imitating my father's motions as I hobbled around our living room, hoping to feel what it was like to walk in his shoes. But I was too small, and the cane was too big. And so instead I would incorporate it as a stage prop in my games of pretending. So I have many more pages. I have 289 pages to go. But I think I might do a little review of this when I finish it, because this does look very good. So I got 298 pages left to go. And also because the thingy-mabobby keeps slipping off, this is what it looks like. White, not exactly. It's gray with white lettering. I always like taking the cover off the book, that way you can see it naked, because sometimes that's just what I call it, seeing the book naked, because you get to see, sometimes they put like gold or silver shimmery on the lettering, and I like seeing that in books. It's like an extra little bit of pizzazz. So I am definitely going to enjoy reading Michelle Obama, The Light We Carry, Overcoming in Uncertain Times. This was a great Ivy box. I'm very excited to try all the other things in it, not just reading the book. And thank you very much, Ivy Storehouse, for giving us a great Ivy box that is just so memorable and so unique. So thank you very much, watcher, for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.